And good afternoon, residents. Again, it's another edition of Riding Around Renaissance with Rob. Another Thursday edition. It seems that Thursdays are always the nicer days, and we haven't been so lucky on Fridays. So it's a nice, beautiful, sunny day out today. So figured to take a drive around today and just have a little chat. I guess the message that I really want to get across to everybody, that, I know everybody's been hearing and everything, but, this isn't over. It's nice out. The weather's breaking. I mean, it's a gorgeous day out. As I'm driving around here, you can't see right now, but we just passed a bunch of people out walking while we were driving around. There's people out doing things. The difference between me driving to work, 5 weeks ago to driving to work now, there was no cars on the road 5 weeks ago, when people were at these stay-at-home orders. Now the roads are packed again. I don't think people are taking this as serious as they should be. I'm not saying in here, I'm just saying in general, people aren't taking this as serious as they should. It's still showing to be essential workers, going out. I mean, the only things we really can do is go for walks. And, one of the things we're going for a walk, you should at least have a mask on you at all times. You don't necessarily have to wear a mask when you're walking by yourself, or with your, someone lives in your household, but, you will, but there's so many people out here, that's inevitable. You're going to, run into somebody or be walking, past somebody. You should put your mask on then. Both, people that are passing should have masks on. It's the what you're supposed to do. I won't even say it's the right thing to do. It's what you're supposed to do. The only way we're going to stop this is to stop the spread, and keep following the social distancing guidelines. And unfortunately, we're seeing, and I do see it in this community, people, now that the weather's getting a little nicer, I see little groups starting to gather. No more masks. We're just going to fall right back into this, and this is going to be a lot longer than it really has to be, unfortunately. And they talk about the second wave and what that's, when that second wave is going to come. We have to, hunker down, do what we're supposed to do, follow all the CDC guidelines. It's the only way we're going to get through this. And, when you have those masks, you're wearing those gloves, please dispose of them properly. Again, we're finding them laying around on the common property, in the streets, by the clubhouse. Please, put them where they need to be. Don't expect our staff to have to go and clean up the mess. It's your responsibility to properly dispose of your stuff. For those that are following all the rules, that are doing everything supposed to, I thank you. I can't thank you enough for doing that, because these are such difficult times. Now, we're coming past the time. Oh, I gotta slow down for a minute. Here's the group right here. And, proper social distancing going on. Not everybody wearing masks. We had about 5 people we saw in a group right there that passed real quickly. They were all social distance. 2 people wearing masks, though. They really should have masks on, but they were more than 6 feet away. But you see, that's what happens. So I'll go on to our next topic in a minute, and we'll see you soon. Okay, here we are. Actually, right now, we're not riding around. We're actually in my office. The office, no one's in here, so it's nice and quiet right now. Our office, as you guys know, is 8:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. One person's in here to collect anything that's dropped off and put anything in the outbound box for anybody needs to pick up. So, of course, for social distancing, I waited till after that for Teresa, who was in today, for her to leave. And then I came into the office to get some work done and to do this video, for all of you. The next topic I want to really talk about is moving forward. Moving forward, we all want to do it. We all can't wait to do it. But I'm going to tell you, it's going to be slow. It's going to be a very slow process. I know everybody's anxious to get outside, play pickleball, tennis, bocce, go inside, go use the card rooms, the gym, the pool. Our outdoor pool's supposed to open Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to be honest with you. The odds of that happening are pretty much slim to none. I don't see any way the outdoor pool is going to be open. Not that we wouldn't be ready for it. It's just with with all the guidelines, and I don't think the bans are going to be lifted by then. So I do not believe that the outdoor pool is actually going to be open by then. Then once it comes time to open all these things, there's going to a lot of rules that come with opening everything. We saw that with the golf course. Now we'll see the same thing with all these other things, and the cleaning that's going to be involved, the social distancing, the number of people that are going to be allowed. It's going to be a lot different than anybody's ever used to. You're not going to have large parties for a long time. That's big group in the ballroom, probably not going to happen. Exercise classes, stuff like that, even card games and stuff. It's going to be very difficult, especially up front. I see, again, this is just my opinion, but given the fact that if there's no reoccurrence, I still think we're in for another 4 to 6 months of strict rules that are implied, with everything slowly going. And when it comes to slowly going, we have to make decisions. The board has to make decisions. What to open, when to open, how to open. Can we afford to open? Given how much stuff might have to be cleaned, do we have the manpower? Do we have the supplies? Do we have the money to afford it? There's so many things that go into making these decisions, and everything's only going to get tougher. The first phase was tough on everybody, but this second phase is going to be a lot tougher. I've already reviewed so many different procedures, written procedures that myself for various parts of the community. I've received them from our vendors. I've received them from First Service Residential, my company. There's so many different procedures, but again, the procedures right now, they're just guidelines because we don't know what they are. When you got the executive order for the golf, there was 9 to about 12 different bullet points, long bullet points of what you had to follow. So we don't have that now. So we're just writing these procedures, and we're, best case scenario, trying to figure out what it's going to be. So we don't know. We don't know if the pool can open. We don't know if bocce and tennis can open. We don't know what the requirements are. If you look at golf, think of golf from a perspective of they're allowing 2 people out at a time. That's an open air, 2 people out at a time in a course. They bring their own stuff. They're in their own carts. They're supposed to be wearing masks if possible. So all the equipment is theirs. It's yours. It belongs to you. That's not the case with every other stuff, that every other activity is supplied by us. So that means cleaning it and all that kind of stuff. All that has to be taken into consideration. So I just ask for patience. I don't know what else to say about that. It's going to be a rough patch. People are going to get upset at decisions that are made. I'm just trying to put it out there to you. I'm being honest. I'm talking from the heart here, just saying, hey, you're going to have to cut us some slack. We're going to need it. We're going to do the best possible that we can. But I can't tell you that we're going to get back to where we were quickly, or if we'll ever get back to exactly what it once was. I hope that's the case, and that's our ultimate goal, and that's what we're going to strive for. But, until we start seeing some concrete rules put in place on what these distances are, and how many people could be in a certain area at a certain time, what the cleaning restrictions are going to be, we're just shooting in the dark here as we write these procedures. But again, we are doing them, so we try to get ahead of the game, so that we try to be as prepared as possible. And then, just like what we did with golf, we slide in the different rules that we didn't think of, or that we didn't know. Like they surprised us with the golf, that the restrooms had to be cleaned after each use. That was impossible to do. It was possible for any courses to do. We never saw that rule coming, that it was going to be after each use. Same stuff goes for anything else, with those types of requirements. We don't have the manpower. Who does have the manpower for that? Given we have 1,900 homes, who's got the manpower for our building when it's used fully to clean after every single use? So we got to see what all that is. So we just ask for patience, cooperation, and please just try not to get upset. We're all in this together. The board is living here, living through it. This is like my second home here. So again, we're doing the best possible job we can. Just bear with us, but we're in this for the long run. But we're all in it together. So now we're going to move on to our weekly contest. Again, I don't know what the song's going to be. I don't even know what the genre is going to be at this point. So I'll give you the rules after the fact. But remember, you got to email it to Joanne. So I'll tell you exactly what it is after I find out myself what it's going to be. So when we come back, we'll do that. All right?
So your confidence is quiet. To them, quiet looks like weakness, but you don't have to hide it, 'cause you're strong enough to win without a war. Good luck.
All right, so now we're back. So now is going to be, you need the name of the song along with who sings that song. Again, it's a $10 gift card to the deli. You need to email Joanne with the name of the song and who sings the song. So we're going to wrap it up today. Again, I don't want to come across as just being a negative Nelly all the time, but I have to be realistic when I talk. It's the only way I know how to be. Tell you the truth. I'm telling you, what I know. Giving you the advice I gotta give, and just lay it out there. It's not the greatest news in the world that I put out today, but you know what? It's factual. It's the news. It's what we know. I'm giving you the news as far as I know it, up-to-date information. So be patient, be calm, always stay healthy, stay well, social distance, wear that mask all the time, spread out. I know it's nice weather, but just keep being safe, doing what you do. Let's not open this thing back up. Let's just take it slow, take our time, and we're all in together. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
So I'm back. Now, I know I said I ended the video, but what happens, as Alex was editing, we're actually in the office because I'm doing work. We are both properly social distanced. She actually has a mask on. And so I had to do some work, and I get a text from Don that there's people congregating under our caution tape over near the pool pickleball area. And he asked them to leave, and they refused. He told me they were still there, so I went out there. And they left when I said so. But they asked me why they can't stay, even though they were social distance. Some had their masks on, some have had their masks on. And I simply explained, you just went under caution tape to get there. That's what I'm talking about, people. I mean, I don't want to go out there. You're putting our associates at risk having to approach you, putting myself at risk having to approach you. I don't want to get into suspensions and, penalties and fines. But we have to take this serious. It's just a coincidence that just happened as, I was given this message. I'm not going to name any names of who anybody was, but I mean, we have to use common sense out here. I'm not trying to be a bad guy, but the caution tape is up there for a reason. If one of the employees of Renaissance from First Service Residential approaches you and says, you can't be here, you can't be here. You don't tell them no. If I wasn't here, I'd have to have security come down. And that's not what we want. I mean, we could go as far as calling the police right now, and the police would actually probably act on people breaking the rules of social distancing. None of us want that. Nobody. So please, follow all of our rules. I know it's beautiful out, but these rules are in place for a reason. So I thank all of you that are doing right. I can't thank you enough. And I ask everybody, if you made a mistake in the past, don't do it again. Please just follow our rules. Now, again, be healthy, stay well, and we'll see you next week.
Bye again.